Hi Cancer, my lunar brothers and sisters, welcome to your May 2020 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path, or should I say us, on our paths to our highest vibrational good. So yeah, let's check it out. May 2020 for your actions and interactions with the world at large. We have the World card, right? This is beautiful because when we're talking about your actions and interactions with the world at large, this is what you do. It's how you show up in the world. It's the actions that you take. This is the World card, right? So this basically says in some way, shape or form, Cancer, you are taking a big step forward. For if you've been looking for a job, this will be the month that you find one. If you want a second job, this will be the month that you find one. If you are looking to maybe take a step forward or a step upward when it comes to your work, when it comes to your profession, the World card always, because it represents Saturn, it represents mastery. This is where you take a step onto a new plateau. This is where you step forward in some way, or you're presented on the wider world stage. Now, what I also get from this card as well, it's about a grand new beginning. Remember, this is where things come full circle. This is those moments that we have in life where we kind of look back and say, wow, 6 months, 8 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years ago, I was saying, I wish I had ... And then you find yourself living that experience that you one day only dreamt about. This could be a really powerful month for you when it comes to the profession, when it comes to how you're known, or ultimately what you are known for. The World card also is literally the world, right? So stay tuned. We're going to be seeing something happening for Cancerian energies on the wider world stage, which is really nice to see because Cancerian energy is all about nurturing and nourishing people, right? So that can only be a good thing. For your money and materials, interesting, you got the Queen of Cups. Now for me, the Queen of Cups actually represent or is ruled by the sign of Cancer. So when it comes to your money, when it comes to your materials, your finances, your home, your health, all of these things come through the guise of the Queen of Cups. This is about utilizing your emotional energy to get the results that you want. This is about paying attention to how you show up, where you use your emotional energy. Does it use you or do you use it? Yeah, as Steve Judd loves to say, and I love him. I think he's brilliant. He really is. He's such an old dude. And he's so to the point, but you can tell that he genuinely cares, right? And that's what it's all about for me. So your Queen of Cups here in terms of your money, this is about, one, seeing what you're focused on, and two, what is it that you've been working on creating? Because the chances are you're going to see it start to materialize. Whatever hard work and effort you've put into finding work, creating more money for yourself, maybe creating a new avenue, revenue stream for yourself, or maybe even just creating a new job for yourself. This is where you're going to start to see some of these tangible results. This is where you're going to start to see these things happening for you. Now, one thing that you also need to know here, which I find really intriguing, is that when it comes to your home, right, this is about you working on the home or maybe doing something to it. Now, it doesn't necessarily look like it's big works, but it does look like for some of you might even be thinking about a move. You might be thinking about the environment that you're in and how conducive it is to what it is that you actually want to do. When it comes to your health actually looks good this month. For those of you that are, hoping to improve on that, it does look like you are finding ways to nurture and nourish yourself. So it looks like you might be looking at your diet, or maybe you're changing your diet in some respect. For your communications and conversations with the world at large, you have the Four of Wands. This is fantastic. This is good news. This is somebody delivering you good news, and it's literally, look at this, right? The Four of Wands, good news, is coming directly to you here, the Queen of Cups. It's really like literally showing up almost on your doorstep. Remember, your Four of Wands is also about your home, right? So as I said, it looks like something's happening for the home, but this is good news that is being, when you hear it, it will be something that is welcome news to your ear. The Four of Wands, this is about, it can be about celebrations, it can be about events. I actually think that this month, by the time we get to the end of May, we will have good, solid, concrete information on when we're going to be able to get back out, which is fantastic. I'm so looking forward to that. But yeah, your communications look blessed this month. They look very harmonized, but as are your actions. So however you show up in those sectors of your life, it looks like you're being met with, you know, with the golden carpet, the red carpet in some way. Wow. So for your heart and half in your love and relationships, look at this. You've got the Ten of Cups. This card represents your home. It represents the happy home, good emotions. It represents financial security and abundance. This is an amazing month for your finances, but it's also an amazing month for you in general. What it tells me is, for those of you that are single, it looks like you could be either meeting somebody, or maybe you are, you know, just in your element. For those of you that are partnered, this bodes very well, because it looks like you guys are either deciding, you know, especially those of you that are partnered but you don't live together, it looks like this is the month where you're saying, you know what, that was too much. I don't want to not spend every day with you, so we're moving in together. It looks like you guys are moving ahead with something together, and it's more aligned with who you both are now and what this whole lockdown situation has taught you. But yeah, it's wonderful. Really, really nice. I mean, I love these cards for you. Very sort of watery. There's even a little bit of earth there. There's not any air here, but even still, I think you're in good stead. Forgive me, my allergies are, it's hay fever season and it's absolutely driving me insane right now. So your first week of the month, you have the Hierophant card. So the Hierophant card has come up a lot for this first week, or in this sort of first position so far, which tells me that we are going to see something happening with the world. We're going to start to, so this could be governments, it could be prominent people in governments. We might very well see things happening in that respect. Maybe we'll see some changes of opinion or changes of direction when it comes to those things. Keep an eye on that in terms of the wider world stage. For you on a personal level, it looks like you are definitely taking a step forward or upward when it comes to the career. Like I said, this could be you getting a job, it could be you getting a promotion. For some of you, this will just be as simple as going back to work. But this is really, really exciting, because it does look like a lot of you are take a bow. You know, you're stepping forward or upward in some way that puts you on the, you know, on the map, so to speak, which is really, really nice. For your second week of the month, look at this, you've got the World card. So finances don't just look good, they actually look blessed. I think you're going to see some big changes when it comes to your money. I think you're also going to be seeing some very big changes when it comes to your home. You know, for some of you this might be a pregnancy, for some of you it might be you know, like I said, moving in together. That's definitely a possibility. But your second week of the month, there are big changes happening. These first 2 weeks of May, I think, are going to take us all on a roller coaster ride in some way, shape or form. And remember, we're just off the back of a Taurus new moon. That new moon was conjunct Uranus. So we're definitely going to see some interesting stuff over the next two. Wow! So I will call it again. For a select few of you, there is a pregnancy on the horizon, or certainly hearing of a pregnancy. This will grace your ears because you've got the Sun card. This is light, heat, blessings, joy, abundance, happiness. This is, I mean, the third week of the month, it looks like you are absolutely over the moon about something. This is good news that's reaching your ears. But it looks like it comes from a distance. So this could be somebody that lives overseas or somebody that lives at a distance from you. And I feel like there is an offer here. I feel like it's got something to do with either your work or something. For those of you that are partnered, it feels like there's an alliance or you know, almost like a coming together here, which is brilliant. For those of you that are partnered as well, it does look like you could be either finding out, hey, we're pregnant, you know, if that's not an experience that you want, now is definitely, this third week of the month especially, is a time for you to be really cautious. But yeah, for the most part, your third week of the month looks beautiful. I mean, this whole reading is really great, actually. And then finally, your fourth week of the month, you have the Death card. So endings, transitions, changes. With the sweets come the sour, right? It can't all be happy all the time. Now, because it falls right underneath the Ten of Cups, it does look like there is a change of residence happening for a lot of you. Either a change of home, maybe you're moving out, maybe you're deciding that you want to move from the environment that you're in, which is why a lot of you could be sort of beautifying the home. Now, I'm not seeing any issues with it, but I do feel like a lot of you are going to make a decision to move on in some way. So that's interesting. And then finally, your key to the month. What is your overarching energy or theme? This month, you get the Judgment card, right? So there are big changes that are about to happen on the wider world stage. There are big changes that are about to happen for you in your personal world. It does look like everything is evolving. Now, for some of you, you could be getting or gaining a blast from the past sort of energy here. I feel like for a lot of you, this is going to be a family member. It will be somebody that maybe that you don't speak to very often, or somebody that lives at a distance from you. But because you've got the Four of Wands and the Sun card, it looks like it's good news. It looks like it's, whatever it is anyway, it's going to be, one, it will be surprising to you, and two, when it graces your ears, it will offer you a lot of freedom in some way, shape or form. I don't know what that means to you, but you will know when it hits. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. Take care, and I'll see you soon.